From the billion-dollar acquisition of one of the world's largest salmon companies, to the purchase of copper and lithium mines, to wineries and fruit fields, China has set its sights on Chile. It may be a small country, but it has a very long and strategic Pacific coastline and lots of resources that the Asian giant needs. But that's not the only attraction.
The most important thing for China is have a window shop in the region. Okay, in order to say, you know, here we are in Chile, the most stable country in Latin America.
But while Chile's economic growth owes a great deal to China, members of Congress are warning of an aggressive investment offensive, not from private capital, but from the Chinese state.
Que si usted no regula.
If you don't regulate the participation of a foreign state in your economy, that economy could be nationalised, not by our own country, but rather by a foreign state. That's why we've presented a bipartisan bill to level the playing field for everyone, because we're facing an offensive by the Chinese state that wants to take over strategic sectors of the economy.
The congressman has co-drafted a proposal that seeks to regulate foreign state ownership in strategic and geopolitical sectors of the economy. On the top of his list is the Chinese state's majority control of electricity distribution in Chile. Cherry orchards like the one you see here may not seem to fit that description, but Chinese companies are increasingly buying more and more agricultural land, like this farm, to produce one of Chile's prime exports, fruit, especially cherries. And that's raising concerns that China may be moving towards producing, packing, and exporting its own fruit, eventually eliminating the Chilean entrepreneur altogether. 6 weeks ago, at the height of peak season, billion-dollar cherry exports to China ground to an abrupt halt.
It's very suspicious. Exactly when we started debating this bill in Congress, the social networks in China, who we all know are controlled by the state, began denouncing that our cherries had traces of COVID-19.
Chile's foreign ministry refuses to entertain the notion of foul play, at least publicly. But Navarro is not alone in suspecting that China was sending a veiled message, that there's a high price to pay if Chile decides to limit China's economic influence. Lucia, Newman, Jazeera, Chimbarongo, Chile.